I did my schooling in UAE. Then after that, I went to India to do my bachelor's in aeronautical engineering in Tamil Nadu in Anna University. And then I did my master's in IIT Bombay. That was in aerospace engineering. So both of them, my projects were related to structural analysis using some numerical softwares like ANSYS or mostly. Okay, then or MATLAB. So those were the kind of work I was mostly involved in. So now, then I had some interest in 3D printing during that time, but I couldn't actually work on that much. Then during my PhD here, now I got the opportunity to do a review paper. So that is related to 3D printing and AI, how that can be integrated. So it's kind of a review paper. So that is one experience I had. And then now I'm trying to do my PhD in a topic.
You're trying or you are doing?
I am actually waiting for some equipments. There's no actual facility.
You are a PhD student, right?
Yeah, I'm a PhD student.
Okay.
But actually now I'm in UAE. Actually, now I'm in UAE. I'm in Ali, part of Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
So compared to in India, I think there are many IITs and places where bioprinting has been rising now for some time. But here it's very rare to find places or people working in that field. So we are trying to be like one of the first team to do that. So there are a couple of people who working on them lately, remote, not exactly on what we're trying to do, but related to that. So they're doing 3D printer. They're trying to convert 3D printers into bioprinters. And there's another group, NYU, the New York University. They have a branch here.
Yep.
So there are some other groups like that. So the thing is, they're very tough to collaborate, find people who are ready to collaborate. So it's mostly independent and it's a new field of work. So we don't have much experience, and that is the thing.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So what's your questions here, Sandeep?
So I think again I can. So if the aim of the PhD is to finish it in a faster time, I think I can do that by choosing another easier topic. Okay, so the field of bioprinting itself has many probability traps or something. So the study, I mean, to according to what I feel. So we are trying to relate some mechanical.
Sandeep, yeah, I understand that, but remember, I asked you what's your questions here specifically.
So what should be the aim or the priority, to finish it faster or finish it more effectively?
I mean,
effective, like in the sense more.
I mean, let me ask you this question: why did you enroll in a PhD program to begin with? Honest answer, not that, because I don't think that you have an idea what PhD is about.
When my confusion is after coming here, because people are forcing me to choose another topic and finish it, because I already got some papers, conference papers and some other papers in some other fields. So they are they are like you can do it easier, but going to the other field, you're already good at it. So why you want to that's a
I mean, I will ask you that question again then. I mean, the only reason I can help you if I know the problem. If I don't know the problem, then I can't help you much. So I am trying to ask the questions and trying to understand where the problem is. So my question number one is, what is the main reason that you enrolled into a PhD program?
To explore things and whether I can contribute to it.
So you were interested in doing PhD, if I understood, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you applied to this particular university with this particular topic. Do you have an idea that they don't have resources, Do you have idea that they may not have a facility where what topic you are interested in, or you had no clue?
No, my interest was in 3D printing before. So this
Hmm.
is like a medical application of 3D printing, the bioprinting part. So that interest came after joining here. Actually, we had a,
So yeah,
yeah.
so when you joined, did they have a program of bioprinting or no?
No, 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 no. So
So
the whole, yeah,
so
yeah.
if that is the case, why you choose to use that topic then?
So there was a challenge for that. So I like the challenge. My
Mhm.
initially it was interesting, but now I feel it will take so much. It will take more time than I
Okay.
expected.
Ex-
So
how many years you are already there?
now it's like 1.5 years, going to be
Yeah.
2 years. No.
Okay, so let's say you are there about plus minus 2 year, right? And
Mm,
and
yes, yes.
and how much work you have done so far on bioprinting?
And nothing. I mean, I have chosen the bioprinter. So then they have, so in collaboration with another university, the
Hmm.
purchase has been made and it is on the way to the lab. Yeah.
So let me ask you honestly,
Mm.
what do you think? What's the so what? Let me ask you, what's your options here? One option is you wait for the printer, you do continue that research, and that may take another 3 4 years. Correct?
I'm not sure how many years it will take, but if it's the topic I want to do with the equipment, there's so many challenges to.
So challenge is
Uh,
PhD is all about challenge. Don't talk about challenge. I'm talking about resources. One thing is you don't have anything to work on. Other thing is that you have
yes.
all the equipments and you are saying it's a challenge. PhD is about
Mhm.
challenge. No, PhD is not master's thesis.
Okay, okay, sir.
You
Yeah.
understand my point?
Yes, 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 yes.
Uh, I was talking to somebody else and I said master's thesis you get just by repeating the same experiment. That's why you get in 2 years. PhD is something about new. That's where the challenge is. So of
Yes,
course
yes.
they're going to be challenged. If you thought that PhD will be like masters, you are living a dream then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you pick another topic, there will be
Mhm.
challenge to
Yes, sir.
do something new, especially if your advisor is very adamant.
Yes, yes, yes.
You understand my point? No advisor, in my personal opinion, unless that advisor wants to do some harm on your career, want to give you a PhD for doing a master's thesis.
Mhm. Yes.
I don't think that advisor, but if an advisor is going to push you, you better
Mhm.
work because that's
Yes.
how you're going to get PhD and that's how you should supposed to get a PhD. And if you're
Yes.
thinking that the challenge is the stuff, then quit. That's the simple answer.
Mhm.
That's only you can decide that.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I will tell you, PhD. That's why I tell people all the time, PhD, don't do it unless you are sure, because PhD has nothing to do with making more money. In
Mhm.
many ways, you lose money
Yes, yes, yes.
because you are not working, and PhD students are the most poor people in that country. You can make more money by selling burgers on McDonald's, actually.
Yes, yes, yes.
You understand my point? So in PhD, you lose money, and that too for 4 5, who knows God how many years.
Mhm.
So the only reason you do PhD because you like challenges, you like to be called on, you like to do something new, that you have that passion. And many
Mhm.
times it's true that you start with enthusiasm and your enthusiasm died out because of many reasons. That happens. That everybody goes through that phase of up and down. If that is one of those phases in your life, then deal with it and move on. But if you realized you made a mistake, better you quit now than wait for another 4 years because you will be miserable.
Mhm.
There is
Ah,
there is no there is no straightforward answer to PhD. PhD is not supposed to be done by someone who is thinking that I'm going to make more money or it's going to be easy or it's this is a shortcut that I'm going to bypass because I don't cannot find a job. All those are wrong reasons.
mhm.
Because the other reason I said so is because whenever a person is doing PhD, you're doing at late in your career, right? That means
Yes.
most of your friends are already working, probably they are established, probably they are married, have kids, and here are a person who is just working on something, has no idea what's going to happen and when I'm going to finish, what the future will be, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty there. So unless until you are passionate, unless until you are right really very sure, there is no point.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yes.
know how much time are you going to take? I'm reading your questions. All these questions are irrelevant questions. How much time I'm going to take? Is there a way to do it shortcut, or should I do another topic? Let me tell you, if you're going to pick another topic, forget these 2 years, add another 2 years, you're going to start from zero. It's going to take you another minimum 4 years from here, minimum, right? So versus at least you have done something, hopefully, and then you might be in a better way, better path. And if it is a field which is emerging, which is new, maybe you don't do something for the first time and you might get your PhD. But if you pick a topic on 3D printing, which is a very well established field now, people have been working in this area for last 15 years. All
Mm-hmm.
sort of research has been already done. What do you plan to do? So even publishing a paper on 3D printing on a traditional metal is not easy.
Yes, yes.
So what are you going to do then? It's going to be there. That means there are more challenges there versus a challenge which is very new. Like for example, I will give you an example, right? Let's say there is a space scientist or a person who is doing PhD in a space wants to do a PhD on the composition of materials, Earth-like materials on Moon, right? And for the first time, let's say India's or US sent rover to Moon, and they did one experiment, and it figured it out. They found sulfur or water, whatever. You can publish it right away because nobody did it, right? And you can get your PhD probably. But
Mm-hmm.
think of if somebody is trying to do a PhD on the composition of material on Earth, how tough it is. People are going to say we have been doing this for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is the challenges will be more, which the area which is already well established, which I think 3D printing is reaching to its peak now. People have been public every year. How many papers come on 3D printing? You know that, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So bioprinting, hopefully, if it is still new, where you don't see there are many challenges, maybe you are able to figure out something easily and maybe able to publish and get a PhD, and that would be an easier path, in my opinion.
No, yes, yes. No,
Does that make
the
sense?
yes, sir, yes, sir. It's
So, so what I'm saying, wondering too much here and there will not help you too much.
uh-huh. Yes, yes. Because they need three papers to be
Yeah,
uh,
whatever it is, three,
yeah.
four. I'm not talking about even papers. I'm talking about in terms of finding something new, right? It's easier
Mm-hmm.
still.
No, yes, 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 yes.
So just remember that in mind. That if you're gonna jump too much, 1 year here, 1 year there, you're gonna lose time again.
Mm-hmm.
And but if the problem is more fundamental,
Yes.
and you can only understand that problem if the problem is more fundamental, where the problem is I am not sure if I'm ready for the challenge because this is something I was not aware of, then that
Mm-hmm.
question has to be addressed much before that.
Mm-hmm.
Because because I and you are the only person who can evaluate that. I can't do that. I
Mm-hmm.
can only tell you the facts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, you might feel bad that I mean, look at a lot of people in the world who have made new advancement in engineering and technology, from Apple to Microsoft and to Facebook. All these people quit their school because they thought this is waste of their time, and look where they
Mm-hmm.
are. So if you feel like this is not up to you, it's better to quit it as early as possible rather than spending time and then wasting time. Because unless until you are not going to do something amazing there, at the end of the day you will be looking for a job, and then that job is going to come with either, if you do really well, then you're going to make a career out of it. If you're not going to do well, then you will be just like any master student with a PhD degree. What's the value? So PhD is very overrated. It's not it should not be, everybody should not be doing it. Yeah. You, as I said, you waste time and money and everything, and then at the end the result is not the same what people expect sometimes. So you do PhD only because you are interested, you love to find something, your curiosity, nothing, not like is going to do something amazing to you. Look at Elon Musk, right? So
Yes.
numerous examples. I mean, these are some of the big examples, but in fundamental level also, you will find people. I'm pretty sure you will find friends who have done their undergrad and probably making millions, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. But anyway, once, because you are here, my suggestion for you would be is, I don't think quitting is a good thing, and what I discussed, even the topic that you're talking about, 3D
Yes, sir.
printing versus bioprinting, I don't think it's the right thing to do. And then jumping here and there, you're gonna just waste time. And it's, as you said, your focus is to optimize your time and do a good job, right?
Yes.
So do
So
it.
time is the main concern for me because of actually, my age is like 32 now. If it's
That's the reason I said that's why it become more frustrating. Like
yes,
PhD, you don't do PhD at 16. You do PhD in your late 20s.
yes,
And that's why it is challenging. That's what I'm saying.
yes,
I mean,
yes, yes.
here's the thing. Um,
Uh,
Not everybody does PhD also because of many other reasons. They have their personal commitments and then family
mm,
commitments, financial commitments, and a lot of other things, right? Sometimes I
mm,
have known people who want to do PhD but cannot do it because they have commitment from their family, like they have
yes,
parents whom they want to support. So, so,
mm,
so what I'm saying, one has to look everything, right? And make a decision out of it, because I can tell you, even let's say the printer comes tomorrow, in the best circumstances you should add 3 years, 2.5, 3 years,
mm,
if let's say the printer comes tomorrow,
yes, sir.
because it's not about printing something and say, hey, here, give me the PhD.
Yes, sir.
It's a much deeper thing. PhD is a very deep analysis of things, and as I said, on the top of it, uh, God bless if you get an advisor who is awesome, because sometimes in very few circumstances people get into an advisor, let's say even that advisor is not horrible, but you are not getting along, right? PhD is
Yes,
also about camaraderie between you and your advisor.
yes,
It's not just about doing the right thing. It's all about your camaraderie. Some people have a good camaraderie with the advisor, some people don't, and that plays a big role too.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just keep that all that in mind and make a decision. It's better to be safe than sorry later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as I said, I don't know too much about it, but all these things should help you and make a decision.
Yes, yes. Because I can't find much expertise in this area. This
Yeah, I mean,
bioprinting.
I
So
personally,
I'm a little bit.
yeah, yeah, I think if you ask me, bioprinting is a good technology. I mean, people have been using it in medical field,
Mm,
and from s- mm, every level of research, I would say, mm, people are making prosthetics now, right?
yes, sir.
And I think, in my personal opinion, I think this is a good field of research, if you ask me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would say you should stick with it. Since you have already started, and you are saying the
Yes.
printers coming and all that is happening. I think every good
Mm,
thing is happening. So just compose yourself. Sometimes, as
yes.
I said, in PhD, it is very common to have a day. It's like a sine curve. Some days are good, some days are bad. Let's say you hear, oh, printer is coming, you feel good about it. And then next day you will hear, oh, printer is delayed by a month. And then you are in.
Yes, yes.
But in the meantime, you can, do literature research. You can ask your advisor, can we publish a review paper? Things like
Yes.
that. Keep developing your resume.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
I think you should be fine. I understand you may or may not have family pressure. I understand you may or may not have a pressure from your own, like your own expectation, right? Where what I'm
Yes.
doing, right? That's the biggest pressure. But
Mm,
you have to suppress all that and
mm,
says, I need to compose myself and work.
mm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything else?
That's it, sir. I was just concerned about the time factor.
Yeah, I mean, time. Here's the thing, Sandeep. I will tell you. If
Yes,
you
yes.
do a good job,
Yes, sir.
let's say somebody does PhD in 25 and does a shitty job, versus
Yes.
somebody does a really awesome job in their 30s, 32, 35, 40 even. The
Mm.
value of that person who does a awesome, because the value is for the work.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay, so you already know the age is not on your side. Focus on your work. Make it more valuable then.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes.
let's say, I will ask you this situation. A person who is 25-year-old, if that person does a shitty job in her or his PhD, it may not that matter, doesn't matter too much. But for you, you have a more further responsibility now, right?
Mm.
Let's say you
Yes, sir.
do a shitty job, what are you going to do versus you do a better job, so you have a much more accountability to perform much better actually,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So just focus on that, and as I said, the highs and lows are the part of PhD. Everybody goes through that. You can go
Yes.
to America, you can go to Japan, you can go to India, you can talk to any PhD student. That PhD student will tell you good stories and bad stories, and some might tell you horror stories.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a common thing, it's a part of the PhD.
Yes, sir.
So, but at the end, the good news I will tell you, once you finish your PhD, at the end, you will be very, very satisfied. If you do a good job, you will be heavily satisfied. You will feel you have done something, you have contributed something, and nobody else has that satisfaction.
Yes, yes.
And you will realize you have contributed something. If you talk to somebody else, that person, see, at the end, you will also make money.
Yes,
Everybody
yes,
makes
yes.
money at the end, no matter what. But you will have this extra satisfaction of that you have contributed something to a technology. Not everybody does that.
Yes,
That's the good
yes, yes.
news.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
So that's a
Yes, yes.
very positive note. And with this positive note, I would say just kick in. Because as I said, at the end, everybody gonna make money. Everybody has to work. Nobody does PhD forever. Have you heard someone doing PhD for 20 years?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you will be done. If you do a good
Yes, sir.
job, you will have the satisfaction and you will carry that satisfaction forever. And I will tell you, if you join an industry, if you have a PhD, you will have a very high regard also. Nobody does that. Even people, I have worked in companies where people have bachelor's or master's with 10 years of experience as a PhD, they value you. They value that you have a degree which a lot of people don't have.
Yes, yes, sir.
So that's
Yes, yes.
a good news. Okay,
Yes, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
cool.
Thank
Anything else?
you. No, sir. This is the doubts.
Cool.
I was like planning on to talk to you since long, but
No, no problem, no problem. I'm glad you spoke. Especially, I like to talk to students or anybody who are going through a phase in his life where they want to talk to someone and want to make sure that what they're doing. You know, many times what happens is, Sandeep, I will tell you, you already know your answer. You're looking for an affirmation.
no, yes, yes, yes.
Right? It's not like I am telling you something out of blue. It's like they want to talk to someone who can affirm them that what they are doing is right and what they are doing is wrong, although they already know that from inside.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So because as I said, if I, let's say for example, if you lie to someone and you are asking someone, do you think I lied, and if that person says yes, you lied, you will be sure, yeah, you lied.
Mm.
Otherwise, you will have this sense of what do you call it? You will have this belief. Maybe you did not, but you did, right? So it's the same thing. So I think you are at the end, as I said, everything is going right in my opinion with you. Don't put too much stress on age and all that. I know people, a lot of people who got married when they are doing their PhD, which is not the right thing to do. I think focus should be on your studies, but if they get married, they also finish their PhD. So life moved on. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
at the end, if you do everything right, the result will be nicer. I can tell you that.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Nice talking to you, Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And keep in touch, okay?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yep, bye.
Are you in India now or in US?
No, I live in US.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Yep.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Sir.